In the market for a new graphics card? Well, today we're going to take a look at the ASUS RX 480 STRIX. Is this the card for you? Let's find out while we take a look at it in today's review. Following on from our review of the GTX 1080 STRIX, this particular RX 480 isn't just the identical twin brother of this card, but it offers a bit more in terms of style and looks. Aside from the huge 8GB of GDDR5 memory, the ASUS RX 480 STRIX comes with a 1330MHz base clock on the core. According to ASUS, this particular model is around 16 to 18% quicker, than the reference RX 480 model. One thing the RX 480 does support is AMD's Vulkan technology and DirectX 12. Although these are in the beta phase at the moment, in the future this card will be capable. On the rear of the card we have a DVI-D output, we have two HDMI 2.0 outputs, and we also have two full-size DisplayPort outputs. The card does have HDCP support, and it's perfect for VR such as the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, thanks to the two HDMI ports included. One of the more predominant differences between the GTX 1080 STRIX and the RX 480 is the RGB cooler. Now the back plate where the ROG logo is actually lights up and is fully customizable, whereas on the GTX 1060 it isn't. So we've seen how good looking the ASUS RX 480 STRIX is, but is it as good looking as me? Let's take a look at the test setup that we've run in at Player and let's see how it performs. Let's have some nice ambient music with the click of my finger and some benchmarks. Yeehaw! So when you're looking for a new graphics card, I mean, there's different aspects that you need to consider. Things like performance, value, and a lot of people nowadays focus a lot on design. It's not often you get a card that features all of that, but the ASUS RX 480 STRIX does sort of merge all three of them aspects and put it into one beastly little package. Now, obviously I'm going to hit the nail on the head straight away. The RX 480 against the GTX 1060, the 1060 does beat it in pretty much all games straight, like as a straight comparison. But what the RX 480 does offer is, well, this particular model, the STRIX, is the 8GB. Now it gives you an extra 2GB than the GTX 260, but more importantly, you can crossfire it. Now this allows you to use multiple cards to gain extra performance, whereas the GTX 1060, well, NVIDIA absolutely failed in that aspect. Touching more on the actual card itself, in terms of design and looks, the ROG logo on the back, it illuminates and it looks absolutely immense. The ASUS DC3 cooler is, you know, second to none. As you can see from the charts up here, the thermal performance is absolutely brilliant. You know, it beats most cards on the market. Idle, it's a semi-passive cooler, so idle is a little bit hit and miss, but it doesn't really matter. It's the low temperatures that matter, and the STRIX cooler, absolutely phenomenal, really. The RX 480 itself, in terms of overclocking as well, it focuses a lot of its energy on the power target. Now AMD obviously have focused a lot of their energy into this as well. And if you just obviously increase the power target, you're going to get at least, you know, maybe 10% frames off this. I mean, I have tested it and it is pretty conclusive. It's not an exact science, but it does work and it does give you free performance. Now you can use this through many of the different overclocking tools available. MSI Afterburner, obviously ASUS's GPU Tweak 2, which is absolutely fantastic as well. And you can use things like Sapphire, STRIX, Zotac, whatever. But yeah, so touching on the great points of this card, performance is good, great value for money. Now the ASUS RX 480 STRIX model is probably the most expensive of the RX 480s, but it's still good. It's a great card. If it was my money, I'd probably buy one myself. Probably crossfire them and, you know, compete with a GTX 1080, but hopefully we'll have another video about that soon. But yeah, you know, the design, the backplate, I mean, I'm lost for words. It's one of the best looking graphics cards, if not the best looking graphics card on the market, especially due to that illuminating ROG logo. Obviously fully RGB, the STRIX cooler is great. It's cool, it performs well, it's not loud, I haven't experienced any coil line, which has been a huge issue with graphics cards recently. But yeah, so obviously if I was going to give this an award, obviously it's going to have to be the gold awards. It's good value, around about 290 quid, probably touching about $350. Exchange rates, ignore them, no one really cares about them anyway. But yeah, if you're looking for a solid graphics card, you want API, you want you want you know, support for DirectX 12, you want Vulkan support as well, then obviously this is a particular card for you. If you've probably noticed by now, I haven't done any DX12 testing, I've done no Vulkan testing. Now people are going to cry about that in the comments, I know that, but the reason we don't test them, we don't test anything that's in a beta phase for two reasons. One, drivers and the hardware itself and obviously the technology behind it is not fully optimized yet, so the results that you get are not fully reflected on what's going to come when it's fully released. And two, I just simply don't want to give false information. So yeah, we're testing it on an even platform. DX11 is the current technology. When DX12 comes into full force, we'll give it everything a full bash on that as well. And obviously, you know, you might be surprised, you know, the RX 480 might be above the GTX 1060, you know, might be vice versa, so forth. But yeah, that is the reason. But yeah, as I said, the card's cool, it's quiet, performs well, it looks amazing. It's pretty decent value for money, not great value. The ASUS model's not, you know, you're not buying the ASUS STRIX model for value. You're buying it because you want the performance and you want something that's gonna make your friends jealous. It's a great card. So yeah, I've been Gavin from Player. Please leave a like, please leave a comment down below. Do you think that DirectX 12 and Vulkan are going to make much of a difference in the war between the GTX 1060 and the RX 480? Let us know what you think in the comments below. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and ciao for now.